Howdy there, Chip Champ. Welcome back to Where I Get Manga, where hopefully you are having a fantastic day. And today, we'll be talking about some of my favorite manga fights. And without further ado, let's jump into it. Now, this is not a list or any particular order. This is just me rambling about some of my favorite stuff. And the main reason I wanted to do this as just me rambling, because there was one fight that I do really enjoy that I wanted to shed some light on that I normally wouldn't because it's not in my top 5. But, so yeah, let's talk about that one real quick. One of the big fights that I absolutely love, and I can't tell you why, this is one of my favorite fights in all of Z or Super or anything period in Dragon Ball, is the Zamasu fight in Super's manga. Is it the best panel? No. Is it the most enthralling? No. But do I love Zamasu? Yes. Do I love Goku Black? Yes. Do I like their descent into madness? Yes. Do I like the changes they made to this compared to the anime? Yes. And do I love the setting? Yes. Do I love the duplicates and all that crap? Yes. I freaking... love is a strong word. I would say I really, really, really enjoyed Dragon Ball Super's fight with Zamasu and how different it was in the manga. In the anime, they did a lot of bull crap, oh, we're going to Earth 3 freaking times. Goku, you're not that stupid. You should know that you shouldn't have to go to freaking Earth 3 times to go and grab crap you should have grabbed on the first run. This time, they only do it twice, which feels a lot better. After they get there, and then they realize they're not ready yet, so they have to go back and prepare. That makes more sense. Not, okay, we're going there the first time, see what happens. Oh, crud, we gotta go prepare. Come back. Oh, crud, we still weren't preparing, we go back. It's just stupid. Goku, come on. So basically, they fixed that, and that was a big problem for me. Was that was so freaking stupid. Another thing they fixed was a lot of more of the bull crap with the plot holes. They fixed that in the manga and did a lot more interesting stuff with it. For example, Zamasu becomes the sky and Zeno has to go and warp him out of existence. That doesn't happen in the manga. And it's not a Deus Ex Machina. That's stupid. To me, that's stupid. Because it's alright, Goku, it has to go up there and fight him. Except now he's a ghost that's a cloud that's in the sky. So he can't do nothing. So pretty much everything they worked for in this arc was worthless. And I'm just yeah, that's a big problem. But Super did it a little bit more majestically. The manga anyway. Basically, spoiler alert, he becomes multiple different versions of himself. And he just keeps spawning them and spawning them and spawning them and spawning them. Which makes sense to me with the fusion, because in the arc they fuse. And they get cut in half. They just become two Zamasus, and they're what the heck? Which makes sense because they're both technically the same person, and being cut in half just makes them duplicate because he's got regeneration and invincibility and all that crap. So that makes sense to me. So then he just keeps duplicating himself until there's infinite amount of him, of an invincible object that he's I can't do anything about. At least he's not being a chicken that's in the sky where Goku can't fight him. No, he can fight him and deal damage. He just won't die, right? So then it makes more sense for Zeno to come through and just Thanos snap them all and just kill everybody. Does it still hurt that whole Trunks' future's gone? Yes. It freaking sucks. It doesn't matter if he goes back in the past or in a different version of himself where there's 2 of mine Trunks, that doesn't fix the problem. It doesn't fix the problem of the ending. It just makes the scrape hurt a lot less. It's going down a hill on a skateboard, going 20 miles an hour, and then you scrape yourself really bad, right? 20 miles an hour, scrape yourself really bad. You're dang, that sucks. Except this, and then the manga's okay, we're going 20 miles an hour, except we're wearing the padded equipment. We're wearing a jacket, a helmet, and knee pads and stuff. Sure, it's gonna freaking hurt, but you're not gonna be damaged as much. And it's still gonna suck, but it's not gonna suck as bad. So yeah, I really wanted to talk about the Supers Zamasu arc because it fixes a lot of problems that the anime had. But don't worry though, the anime got back, and the Tournament of Power, from what I hear, is a lot better in the anime compared to the manga, which makes me kind of sad. But another one I wanted to talk about is the whole Soul Society. Like, oh my word, whole Soul Society is just fantastic fight after fight after fight after fight. You got Kenpachi. Oh my word, the Kenpachi fight, chef's kisses. Like, how Ichigo has to fight and, like, deal with that stuff, and, like, he loses, and he comes back, and it's just so great. And then you have the fight with, I forget his name, but this dude, the brother character, I can't think of his name right now. Byakuya. I knew his name. Byakuya. The fight with Ichigo and Byakuya, oh my word, it's freaking gorgeous. Such a shame that Viz wouldn't have done the full color of this chapter, because he did like a couple chapters for the whole fight was nearly full color, and it was gorgeous. But that whole fight is just amazing. Same with the Renji fight, freaking amazing. The fight with the mad scientist, I don't remember his name at this exact moment. The guy with the powers with the arrows, freaking amazing fight. And that's just every fight in this arc. It's just so freaking good. Bleach's arc fights are just great in general, but the mental parts about it, where you're like, oh, the heart and the stakes that these characters have to make in this arc is a lot better compared to something like the other arcs of Bleach, the Commando arc. In my opinion, there isn't that much of a reason for them to fight as much, because it's just fight after fight after fight with characters that really don't have as much screen time and development, which is fine because it's a different arc and different style of how they're doing things. I just prefer Soul Society's battles for the majority of the time. There are a couple fights in there I do prefer. Like, I really like I don't remember the bug guy's name. I don't remember a lot of these guys' names. There's just a lot of characters in Bleach. Let me find him real quick so I can tell y'all what his name is. Holy crap, that's a long name. Cizali Sapporo, Cizalia Poro, this dude right here. I don't know his name. That one's also a really freaking good fight, and the guy in the front cover is also a really good fight. This one's very similar to the fight with the mad scientist and the Soul Society, except this dude has no. They're different characters. They're different in a very distinct way. That's just freaking awesome, and I just love that. And this fight was just really cool because this dude's just evil. He's just an evil dude, and I just really enjoyed that part of it. I can't really explain why. I'm trying to explain it, but he was just a mean dude, and just watching his face get pummeled in was just freaking great. Speaking of loving seeing bad guys' faces get pummeled, let's talk about the fight with Arlong in One Piece. Oh my word! Oh man, I love the Arlong arc so freaking much. But the fight with Luffy and Arlong is just so freaking good. I love it. I love the emotions that Luffy's feeling that make this feel like this is a big event. It's like going to Avengers Endgame. You've been waiting for this for a very long time, and you're ready to see the payoff, right? That's exactly how I feel when I'm talking about that arc in One Piece, Arlong Park. Just watching Arlong get his face pummeled in after all the crap he threw at Nami and all the hell that she's been through to get to this point. It's just so freaking good, and I love it when he's boom, 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 slamming him through all the buildings. It's like, oh my word, this man's freaking crazy. It's just great, and I love it so very much. And with that, I think that's the last fight I want to talk about. I'm not seeing any other fights that really stick out to me. I like Hellsing's fights, but they're not anything crazy. But I love the whole KKK and Nazis getting their heads beaten in. That's also great. But I haven't read enough of it to give you a very distinct opinion on that. But yeah, that's my favorite fights that I just enjoy, and I wanted to talk to you about today. What are your favorite fights? I know you like some very interesting fights that I probably did not think of, or may not necessarily agree with. So I would love to hear your opinion on that part. And with that, my friend, thank you for watching. Hope you have a fantastic day today. And as always, go out there and read some manga, my friend.